Referee gets the game underway. Ed Duckworth with his assistants, Jamie Waters and Ashley Royston. And immediately it's Gloucester who get the ball down. Josh Thomas at the back, playing it across to Liam Daly, the former Solihull man. As the ball is played down the right channel, it goes out for a throw-in. Ben Sharif out to the left-hand side. Cantrell over the halfway line. Guiseley have bodies forward. Cantrell goes on his own, goes towards the edge of the 18-yard box, finds Howard. Howarth gets a shot away, takes a ricochet. Cantrell chases that one down. The goalkeeper blocks. Another shot comes in. I think it hits Cantrell on the edge of the 6-yard box before being scraped away. The Lions coming close to opening the deadlock there.
I think the young man there didn't realise the ball was going to come back at him like he did, so he just had a little bit more composure. He probably scored there.
Goalkeeper's going to need a little bit of treatment. But great energy there from George Cantrell. He's having a bright start to this game.
Yeah, so that's as good. I think, they've got to get Howarth on ball. He's a good footballer. Get him on ball, and so he can find them passes through the defence.
Ball's down the right-hand side. It's Curry. Crosses from the right. Goes a little bit too high and away from everyone, but picked up at that left-hand side. Crossed back in beautifully towards Johnson at the near post. Goalkeeper collides. It's Johnson's last touch that takes it behind and over the bar for a goal kick, but that was a really good delivery there from that left flank from young Nathan Newell. Good move that, Steve.
Got to be encouraging that.
This one long and up to the inside of the 6-yard box. It's cleared. Guys will recover possession back. Picked up by Whittle. Whittle gets the ball back from Carline, left-hand side, cross into the box, up towards the back post, headed away by Cantrell. Collected again this time by Gunning. Out to the left flank, Whittle, up against Kellett. Plays a nice ball into Asante. And then Whittle once again has it on the edge of the area. Carline crosses in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It's hit and come back off the inside of the post. And then the second effort from the right-hand angle skims across the face of the bar. The Lions almost within a whisker of falling a goal behind.
One or two players like rabbits in headlights there. They were just watching the ball instead of pressing like they've been doing. And they've been lucky. They've been lucky there, those Guiseley. But they've got to get out of that mode, get the ball back again, and get up the field and just watch the movement. They've got quite clever movement of Gloucester. Pressure because they're going to get that chance again out there, and they get that one chance, and it's they score a goal, then it's a little bit uphill.
Guys, they do defend the corner well, and Howarth collects the ball and gives it up to Harritt, now over the halfway line. Nathan Newell's on the other side. If he's still onside, he's got the ball on the counter-attack in towards the edge of the 18-yard box. He takes a shot. The goalkeeper defends it, can't hold on to it, and in the end, Liam Daly has to put it behind for a corner, and a great counter-attacking move there by the Lions. It looked at first as though Nathan Newell might be offside from this angle, but he was on. He went through on goal. Goalkeeper couldn't collect his shot, which wasn't the most powerful in truth. And in the end, Daly puts it behind for a corner kick. Almost 1-0 Guiseley. Capitalise on this. The referee just keeping a close eye. There's been a couple of little pushes between Morgan and Mbeka. The referee just shouting out. You can hear so much now of the game. Yeah. That crowd. The ball floats in towards the back post, over everyone, and then behind for a goal kick. Gunning it is with the free kick. He curls it in towards the edge of the area. It's headed away by Ben Sharif. And that's the last action of the half, which has brought some incident. The Lions have come close on a couple of occasions, perhaps no better a chance than the brilliant run from Nathan Newell, who got clear of the back line, but just couldn't finish or find the delivery that would have given Guiseley the lead. But the Lions have also got lucky after the ball cannoned back off the inside of an upright after a very smart Gloucester move. Half-time here, Guiseley 0, Gloucester 0. Most of you seem to be tuned in, obviously, to the live feed on the YouTube account, and we're very grateful to have you along as we are about to get started for the second half. Just a reminder, we'd be really grateful for any donations, any support. We're trying to keep this stream free. Obviously, there's a lot of cost to help us do so, and your contributions will be helping us just to make it wash its face. That's all, not to make profit, just to break even. The way that we need to engage with you is obviously this way at the moment, because sadly fans can't be in the ground, but hopefully enjoyed watching the photos of yourselves at the ground, being part of it today as best as we can. Back underway now, and the Lions are having to defend at first because the ball coming over the top is towards George Cantrell, actually, who heads it away. But the second phase won immediately by Dawson. Dawson out to the left-hand side. The Lions want to make sure that we don't do what we did against Darlington on Tuesday night, which is concede an early goal in that second period, already 2-0 down.
It's always going to be tough this first 10 minutes.
Corner comes into the area. It's headed. A brilliant save from Brad Wade, who reacts really well to Daly's header. Puts the ball behind the upright and out for another corner, but that was almost 1-0 there to Gloucester. A fantastic delivery, good header, great reaction from Brad Wade. Attribute, I think, the long throw into the box. George Carline has. And he goes back to the hoardings and once again launches it long in towards the near post. A couple of players go down, and it's Howarth who's penalised, and a penalty's been given to Gloucester. And that is perhaps the worst possible start for the Lions in the second half. I don't know, what did you see of that then, Steve? Tigers are both behind the 18-yard box as McClure steps up to score, perhaps. He fires this in past Brad Wade, who's furious as it goes central, straight down the middle. Wade guessed, and unfortunately, it isn't a good start to the second half. A penalty for Matt McClure has given the visitors the lead. Guiseley trail, it's Guiseley 0, Gloucester 1.
You know, when you're under the cosh, it's difficult, but they've got to work hard at it.
Corner comes in from the right-hand side, nodded down, still not cleared. The Lions looking a little bit nervous here. The ball is fired in. It's a second, and that looks like the Lions' afternoon is going to be another fruitless one at this rate. A dreadful start to the second period, just 6 minutes into this second half, and it's Gloucester who have scored twice, and it's Asante who's blasted the ball home to give them a 2-goal lead.
If you had the time-out like they do in American football, you'd be able to get them together and get it sorted, but I was speaking to Russ a few weeks ago about his team, what he's got and what he hasn't got, and I still think he needs a little bit of experience in certain areas.
Ball over to the right back. Oh, a shot that comes in from Nathan Newell. It's driven in by Dan Cowan. Really good chance. It's been deflected behind. It's going to be a corner. But that was a fantastic ball in and a good opportunity there for the Lions to get a foothold back in the game. There are 4 at the back post. This is where this ball should go. There's a sort of 2-man wall with a big hole in between. It's more to block the ball as it comes whipped over towards the near post. It's headed behind. Oh, goal kick has been given. And Ben Sharif is not impressed. And I have to say, my first impression was that was a corner.
Yeah.
It's the visitors who keep it moving with James down that right-hand side. The substitute gets it into a fellow substitute, Nichols, who gets a shot away. Good save there from Brad Wade, down to his right. The ball still not out of play as the Lions recover and actually make a bit of headway down this right-hand side. It looks like there's a free kick. Guys on the right-hand side with Dan Cowan. The ball drilled in, deflected away. Good square ball here to Gabriel Johnson. Takes a run, plays it out to the right-hand side. The cross needs to come in now, but it's a low one that's beaten away by Gloucester once again. Good. Polo wins the header, and a penalty has been given. Must have been right on the edge of the area. Polo has earned Guiseley a penalty with 3 minutes to go, but he's looks like he's taken a boot in his face. There's a second yellow card and a sending off as well. So a possible game turner here, as Guiseley have a sliver of hope here, as a penalty earned by Prince Polo, who's unfortunately taken what looks like the boot in his face, gives the Lions a chance to get a foothold back in this game. And the referee finally checks the lines are correct, blows the whistle. Lebrun Mbeka hesitates, runs up, blasts it, and it finds its way in. I think it might have just taken a touch off the goalkeeper on its way in, but finally in the back of the net. The Lions have a goal. Guiseley 1, Gloucester City 2.
It's got to go in behind now. Got to get up this pitch.
Is there time for one last chance? It might be for the visitors. James, who's coming down this right-hand side and into the penalty area, takes a shot. Good save at his near post by Brad Wade. Into the feet of Johnson. Polo's struggling to stop that one, returning into Gloucester's possession, and they earn the throw. 5 on the edge of the 6-yard box. Nathan Newell on the edge. There's everybody in the penalty area except for Brad Wade. It goes long, into the box, headed up in the air, not cleared, headed on by George Cantor, cleared off the line. And then that's the final act of a game that sees Gloucester home after the Lions finally pressed in the last couple of minutes. But in truth, Gloucester have been deserved winners this afternoon after a penalty in the second half set them away that McClure converted a couple of minutes later. Akwasi Asante had scored. The Lions didn't create enough in that second period, did get a penalty after Prince Polo was fouled in the box. The curiosity was it was another overhead kick that led to a goal for Guiseley, an overhead kick from the opposition that conceded the penalty on this occasion. Lebrun Mbeka converted it, and the Lions threw everything that they could, despite Gloucester being reduced to 10 men after Kevin Dawson was sent off for conceding that penalty for a second yellow. The Lions couldn't get over the line, and it's finished here. Guiseley 1, Gloucester 2. Job by Russ O'Neill after the 2-1 defeat at home to league leaders Gloucester. Disappointing result with the defeat at home, obviously, but came close to forcing a late equaliser at the end there.
I think so. Like you say, if the penalty comes 5 minutes early, I think there's a chance we could get back in the game. But I think it's proved today that you don't have to play fantastic football to get to the top of this division. It's about being reliable and being strong, and they've got a lot of experienced players who's played this level a long time. It costs a lot of money to put together, and that's what you get. I thought we started really well again. I thought we faded with 10 minutes to go before half time, and you could see him coming back into the game, and then obviously we lost his way to start second half and 2 set plays, and you know you're chasing a result again, and in all honesty, we rallied again, and we made a few changes from bench, made a few changes before we started, 4 or 5 changes before today, and we nearly got a draw out of the game, but it weren't to be. It would have just one thing too far a little bit, in all honesty.
As you say, an encouraging first 45 minutes, going toe-to-toe with the team at the top of the table, and a few changes. What was some of the thinking behind that? Were there forced changes, or was this just a change of formation or lineup?
No, I think you know me. I don't like making excuses, and we've trained once or twice in a 3-week block, and in any other walk of life, if you play snooker. And you don't play a game of snooker for 3 weeks, and somebody else plays 6 games of snooker in that 6 weeks, then you play them. You're going to be rusty, and you're going to be. When we were rusty the other night and we're physically down, so we thought we'd make change. We need to keep the group strong, and that's what we've done. We've made change. I think there's been a lot of positive changes today and a lot of fresher legs. And I thought, like you say, I thought we started really well. I thought we had a couple of chances first half. I thought Nathan Newell's got in 1v1. I think Cian Harrott should probably lift the ball off the floor and score. So we could have got in front, but it weren't to be. And then, like you said, we started fading a little bit towards the end of first half, and then second half they had a 5-minute spell where they do what top end Conference North teams do: stay resilient, keep clean sheets when they're not playing so well, and then turn the game on its head with corners and throw-ins and restarts. And that's what they've done. And then we've got ourselves in a ball battle. We'd like to say we nearly got into it end, but just weren't to be.
One of the positives possibly from today would have been the fact that you've been able to put so many of the academy products again getting game time at this level of football.
Yeah, definitely. They do a great job at academy. Dave and Danny do a great job, and we try to integrate them as much as we can. Like I said, all through pre-season we had 5 or 6 from in. We had first team environment all the time, and Nathan Newell from last season. In all honesty, I thought Nathan Newell were outstanding today. He's been off for all the time, same as everybody else, and to come in and show that energy. But there's a lot of positive. Lewis came on, young Adam came on up front and gives us a threat, gives us a different option by just running in behind. And it's a difficult one. So these lads are not going to be the finished article in 2, 3, 4, 5 months, and they're not. And these lads are not on stupid amounts of money that other clubs are playing in our league. And if we're going to get judged against playing just average in this league, I'm telling you now, we need another £3,000 a week to go on top of his budget just to get average. Never mind playing what we played against today, or your top ends, your files, your etc. etc. So we have got to be patient, and we can't be expected to get the results here and now straight away. It's something that we're going to have to build, and I think you can tell. We're building and we're improving, and these players, with more games they play, the better they will get, and we'll have more. And we'll improve, and hopefully, we can see fruition in a few games.
And like you say, after that long spell out, then to come back into football, it's a really intense period, isn't it? Because we're back on the road again on Tuesday, long trip to Kittrick.
Well, we spoke before the Darlington game the other night, and we said we've not touched a ball for 3 weeks, and then we're going into a period of 5 games in 15 days, and that's a test, for any footballer at any level. It's going from one extreme to another, and it's going to be difficult, and with no doubt, the clubs are going to have to go through it, like I've said before. So it's not an excuse. We just have to be adaptable. We have to freshen things up like we have done tonight, and go into Kettering away on Tuesday and hopefully try and get a result.